A lot of conversation already this offseason and free agency just 12 days away now, and time is flying by. The draft will be here before we know it. And I go back to something Pete Carroll said after the season to Mike and I, and also down in Atlanta, that these 10 draft picks, and it may turn out to be more with trades or trade downs, are going to have a hard time making the team and being contributors because of how solidified so many positions are. And while I agree with that, I do still think that there are some positions and some paths where you can find difference makers and find them early in their career. Now, free agency will play a role before the draft, so without knowing exactly some of the pieces that they're going to find in free agency, I think there's clearly 3 position groups, and I'll kind of go in order as to the impact that they can have as far as a player coming in here as a rookie or a young guy and making an impact. I think that defensive line would be number 3, largely because you play a lot of people. They're going to want to rotate people through, unlike San Francisco that uses their D-line and rotates them out very little. Dan Quinn, the new D coordinator, know how he likes to do it. Pete Carroll as well. Keep guys fresh. And a young guy, and especially a pass rushing guy, either at end or a tackle, I think can get on this field pretty early. Secondly, well, I think that's going to be your tight end and your pass-catching tight end. I don't think there's any doubt that you would like to find a difference maker there. It's why they took such a good look last year at Kellen Winslow. It's why they were enamored in the 2nd and 3rd round with guys on their board a season ago, and why ultimately a Tyler Eifert or a Zach Ertz or even an Escobar out of San Diego State, a pass-catching tight end, I think can make an immediate impact without a shadow of a doubt. But I think the easiest path of all is still going to be linebacker. KJ clearly in place, Wagner clearly in place, but that weak side linebacker position wide open. A nickel cover guy, because I don't think Wagner and KJ were unbelievable in nickel pass coverage this year as well. You find me a linebacker that's young, that's hungry, that can run, that can cover. I think you can get on that field still pretty quickly for your Seattle Seahawks.